From the Bob Mills Weather Center, the Oklahoma weather expert, Travis Meyer.
It is a big storm system. We talked about it at the beginning of the newscast, but this is a huge system that continues to dump lots of snow. Winter storm warnings, blizzard conditions, over a foot of snow, 50-mile-an-hour winds, freezing weather all the way down through Tucson, and then also into the Big Valley around San Francisco. So this again is affecting so much of the country, and it's affecting folks now further to the east as this line of severe weather from early this morning continues tonight, tracking off to the east. We still have some active tornado warnings going on, and so that's bad news. But again, it's just a very dynamic system, and it's a monster system which will affect our weather for some time to come. We're looking at really cold weather across portions of Canada, extending back down through Denver. And then as you can see as well, there's that one shot of warm air in advance of it. That's just that circulation feature that brings all these different air masses together. But, and I mentioned this during our earlier newscast, what we're going to focus on too is what's going on up in Canada. And you say, why? And I say, well, because that's where some of our worst weather is going to come from in terms of really cold. We're not just going to be cold, but we have an opportunity. We'll be positive, that we're going to have some really cold weather before Christmas. So we're getting this one shot coming in now. It'll be moderating a little bit by Sunday, still looking at 40s, near 50 degrees. But then by Monday night, there's a storm system that'll be in the area. We could have some cold rain or some snow showers across the area because it'll be just cold enough for that. But what we're really watching is after that system comes out, then we're looking at the next one coming through sometime on Wednesday or Thursday of next week. This one appears by most all of our models that are pretty good of being a monster storm system. Bitter cold air. I mean, really bitter cold. Some highs will be below zero all the way down to the Kansas-Nebraska border area. So that means we're awful close to some of the worst cold weather we've seen in a long time. The jet stream is going to be very powerful. So that's what's ahead, we do believe. And there are some climatologists that are trying to compare this to 1983 when we had this polar surge. It has very similar characteristics, and so you kind of go back and look at some of these and categorize them a little bit. But there was a period of time from the 18th of December all the way to the 30th where we never went above freezing. Those were the high temperatures. And there were pipes busting all over Tulsa, water mains breaking. It was just a mess. It was awful. It was about the first year I was here, and I was like, what happened? I thought I moved back to Nebraska or something. Anyway, we're talking about the conditions that are going to be favorable for really cold air coming up right before Christmas. And so this is the Christmas weekend. And so we're going to be way below normal. And that's going to hit us sometime midweek next week. So just be aware of what's going on. And there's a pretty good chance that we're going to continue to refine that. But when you see cold air, a lot of times it's a pretty good shot of what's going to happen. So we do have a chance of some rain or snow next week. Really nothing else going on this week. In fact, we'll have some sunshine. It'll be cold. We ended up with an inch to inch and a half of rain on the southeast sides of our viewing area with about a half inch to 3/4 inch. Most of the rest of the areas. A lot of us are getting really saturated near surface. And so if you're north and west of Tulsa, you still need some rain, but we're getting there. Tonight, we're in the 30s north with 40s to 50s south. We do expect a possibility of a few clouds and a little bit of energy coming through by morning with sprinkles and showers. We'll be in the 30s in the morning, but then sunshine, partly sunny to sunny, 40s in the afternoon. So winds will be out of the west 10 to 20, so it's chilly, nothing like it was today. We'll be in the 20s early Thursday morning, nice on Thursday afternoon. We'll be talking about temperatures in the 40s. And then as we look on into Friday, we'll be near 40, so it's a little bit colder on Friday. What about your Saturday? Yeah, still cold, 40s. And then Sunday, there's that little bit milder with a few clouds. It will be around 50 degrees, but that's going to set us up for the really cold weather. So we've got Christmas lights, and maybe we'll have snow on the ground. Lisa Field sent that in from Red Oak, and there is a chance that we might actually have some snow all the way down to southeast Oklahoma, maybe before Christmas. 34 in the morning, 44 at noontime, 48 in the afternoon. Again, that west wind will keep it cold, but there will be a little bit of sunshine. And as we extend the forecast out, we've adjusted just a few things, but overall, the really cold weather hits around Wednesday or Thursday next week. Get ready. That's like the forecast. We're back with sports.